Hello again, welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. Time to do another anniversary review. This album is 20 years old. Sonata Arctica's sophomore album, second album called Silence, released 16th of July 2001. I'm a big fan of Sonata Arctica. Well, I used to be really big, huge fan on their first 2, 3, 4 albums, and they've gone off the boil in more recent times. Started releasing different sounding albums, less power metal, more just sort of melodic metal or poppy metal, or just, I don't know, just going different ways, and they've lost me. But Silence is a great album. I haven't listened to it for a long time, so I listened to it again for this anniversary review. It's 20 years old, so I listened and I did a track rating one by one. So I'm just going to talk through the tracks, give a rating as usual, and then an average rating at the end. So the opening track is just an intro. It's no vocals, so no rating for that. It's interesting little intro though. Track 2 is called Web Allergy. Typically happy and upbeat, catchy track from Sonata Arctica. I rated this at 8 out of 10. Track 3 is called False News Travels Fast. Another upbeat, classic melodic power metal track. Killer up-tempo riffs, great happy keyboards. I really enjoyed listening to this again, so 9 out of 10. Track 4 is the end of this chapter. It's a slower mid-tempo, more epic tune. Stays pretty much the same throughout until a little bit of a proggy mid-section. Pretty cool section, that part. I really quite like that part. Overall, not an amazing track on this listen, so 7.5 out of 10. Track 5 is called Black Sheep. Starts off absolutely amazing, stays amazing. It's upbeat, super catchy. You know, this is the reason why I love happy power metal. Tony Kakko's melodies are awesome on this song. There's amazing guitar and keyboard melodies. Superb tune. Just glad to hear it again after all this time. 9.5 out of 10. Have to go high. Track 6 is called Land of the Free. This is another upbeat track. Guitar and keys moving in unison, dancing along. Some Nightwish sounding keyboard chords or melodies, if you like. A pleasant tune, but not the best so far. 7.5 out of 10. Track 7 is called Last Drop Falls. It's a beautifully sung ballad by Tony Kakko. A nice solo in it. I don't normally gravitate to ballads. I keep saying that on all my reviews, but I quite enjoyed this one. It was very pleasant, very nice to listen to. 8 out of 10. Track 8 is called San Sebastian. A typical Sonata Arctica, early Sonata type album. Rapid fire, double bass led track. Almost neoclassical sounding guitars. You know, this one reminds me very much of classic Stradivarius mixed with, say, some Malmsteen type licks as well. So I really enjoyed San Sebastian. 8 out of 10. Track 9 is called Sing in Silence. This is a gentle and lush melodic track. Nice change of pace. Great vocal melody actually on this one, so I really quite enjoyed this one again. 8 out of 10. Track 10 is called Revuntulet. It's sort of like a instrumental, if you like. It's got great riffs. It's actually a great little track, but I'm not gonna give it a rating, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really cool little interlude that leads on to the next track, which is called track 11, which is called Tallulah. This is another sweet ballad. Like I say, I'm not a guy who gravitates towards ballads, but Tony sings this one very well. It's a nice song. 7.5 out of 10. Track 12 is an awesome track. It's Wolf and Raven, one of the best speedy melodic power metal songs of all time. It's always good to hear it. Double bass, high pitched vocals, great melodies, a huge Halloween-y sounding chorus. I just love Wolf and Raven. It's just awesome to listen to. So have to go full house, 10 out of 10. Track 13 is called The Power of One. It ends the album on an epic note. It's 11 minutes 33 seconds long. Builds a story. It's got spoken word sections. It's a gloriously melodic tune. Just beautiful and pleasant music throughout. It's got speedier parts. It's got slower parts. It's just a very creative song. A lot of melodies. It encapsulates everything I like about Sonata Arctica, really. So I really rate The Power of One. It was a joyous listen on this time round after 20 years. Hopefully not another 20 before it gets another airing. So 9.5 out of 10, nearly the full house for The Power of One. Okay, the final thoughts. This is an epic and melodic follow-up to the already fantastic debut album that they released in 1999. This was released 2 years later. Production is really excellent, even by today's standards. It's not super heavy at all. It's sort of very clean. Every instrument gets its chance to shine. Tony Kakko's voice is very high pitched, but he's got an accent, but it's all adding to the charm. It's very good. Song wise, it stands up to today's power metal standards. For me, this is in the top 3 Sonata albums easily. They've, like I said at the beginning of this review, they've sort of changed style a bit. They grew tired of sort of happy power metal, if you like, and they became a little bit more sort of dramatic, morose, or whatever as the years have gone on. Age hasn't been kind to them, let's say. But anyway, I really enjoyed this album. My average rating based on my scores is 8.4 out of 10. It's a great listen if you enjoy melodic power metal. I mean, if you're a power metal fan, you will probably already know Silence, the album, or you'll know the band, because they're one of the most biggest from Finland in the power metal field, after say Stratovarius and Nightwish. But yeah, I really enjoyed listening to this after 20 years. Okay, hope you can check it out. Stay tuned.